Good evening. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope your Monday is going well so far. Today's topic for Mindset Monday is you can't fix what you don't face. You can't fix what you don't face. Earlier today, I made a post about this trending movie right now on Peacock. And I was like, even if you don't like the movie, do not miss the message. And I said, the truth hurts, the truth heals, and you can't fix what you do not face. And that led me to tonight's topic. There's a lot of things that I think a lot of people are trying to fix, and they're not realizing that they're not really facing that issue, or they haven't even faced that issue. So there's no way possible that this thing is going to be fixed. And the things that we're refusing to face is either caused or it's causing trauma, is sending us through a test, right? Is giving us some trials. We have to face some teachings that we've got, and we have to face some truths, because you cannot fix what you have not faced. As I was thinking about this, there's a lot of things that I think we, and I say we because it includes me, that we need to fix in order for us to be better people and be the best version of ourselves. When it comes to our childhood, there's some things that we need to face. You can't fix the trauma that happened, right? You can't fix the trials, the tests. You can't fix the teachings that you were given, or the test, or the truths that you think about your childhood unless you face it. You can't fix things when it comes to your childhood unless you face it. And if you have children, there's some things that you need to face when it comes to your children in order for you to fix. Because you have caused, or is causing, some trauma. You have given your kids some teaching, some truths that may not be the right thing. And in order for you to fix it when it comes to your children, you have to face it. What about your character? There's some things about your character that needs to be fixed, but instead of facing it, you're avoiding it. So when it comes to your character, if there's some trauma that you have caused or others have caused to you, there's some trials, some tests, there's some truths about your character that needs to be fixed, then I suggest it's time for you to face it. So remember your childhood, your children, and your character. What about your health? There's some things about our health that we refuse to face. So how are we going to fix it? How are we going to fix it? We're going through trials, we're going through tests, right? There's some truths about our health that we're not even addressing. How are we going to fix our health if we're not going to face the things dealing with our health? Or humanity. There's a lot of things going on in humanity that we're closing blind eyes to. And you're like, somebody need to fix this and somebody need to fix that. But we are so afraid to face it. We're not understanding the trauma it's causing, the trials that we're going through, the tests that we're facing, the teachings that humanity is teaching us right now, and some truths that we're learning that we need to fix. But we can't fix things when it comes to our health or humanity if we don't face it. What about adversity? What about it? What about facing your adversities? A lot of people don't like confrontations, but sometimes some things need to be confronted. Sometimes there's some adversity in our lives that we need to fix, but unless we face it, we can't. Maybe it's our adversaries. Maybe sometimes you need to confront that person that caused you trauma, or you caused them trauma. You're going through a test right now because of your adversaries, or a trial. You learn some things from them, or there's some truths about this situation with your adversary that you need to face if you want to fix it. What about relationships? Lovers, friends, business partners, co-workers, family. There's some relationship things that needs to be fixed, but we refuse to face it. You can't fix what you don't face when it comes to matters with your relationships. Because those relationships, again, may have caused trauma, may have put you through trials, may have set you up for some tests that you're going through right now. Those relationships may have taught you some things that needs to be confronted. And there's some truths about those relationships, lovers, friends, business, associate, family, that needs to be fixed, but we need to face it. When it comes to religion, you can't fix what you don't face. There's some trauma attached to religion. There's some trauma attached to religion. There's some trials and tests and teachings and truths attached to religion. But unless we face those things, you won't be able to fix it. We need to face racism. There's a lot going on. There's a lot that has been going on when it comes to racism, but a lot of people refuse to face it. You didn't cause it. It was not you that started it, but you now are part of the solution. But because you are afraid to face this thing that has caused trauma to many people, face this thing that has set people up for years and years of trials, face this thing that has caused people to go through a lot of tests, face this thing that has given a lot of false teaching, face this thing that people have created their own truths about, we won't be able to fix it. Because you can't fix what you don't face when it comes to relationships, racism, and religion. What about money? You can't fix what you don't face when it comes to money. The truth is, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. Who taught you about money? And what are your limiting beliefs when it comes to money? If you don't face those 2 questions, you will never fix the issues that you have with money. And you will continue to have the trauma associated with money. You will continue to have the tests, the trials when it comes to money, because you're refusing to face the teachings that you got from money and some truths that you believe that are limited when it comes to money. When it comes to your mindset, you need to face it, because like I always say, thoughts becomes things. And if you don't fix your thoughts, you're going to be facing realities that you don't really want. So we need to face the fact that we have stinking thinking, and it's time for us to face our thoughts and our mindsets in order to fix our life that we are creating. Lastly, when it comes to matters of ourself, we need to face it. There's many things about ourselves that we're choosing to ignore, and you're not understanding that you continuing to ignore the matters when it comes to yourself is continuing to cause trauma to yourself and to others. Continuing to put yourself in tests that you are not even set up to pass. Continuing to cause in trials of your own. Continuing to believe the teachings that you're teaching yourself that are false. Believing truths about yourself that are so not real. It's time to fix yourself. But in order to do that, you have to learn how to face yourself. Guys, it's time to get the help that you need. Get a mentor, get a tutor, get a coach, get a therapist, get a psychologist, get a psychiatrist. Get a trusted confidant and start facing those things in your life. Facing the things when it comes to your character, your childhood, your children, your health. humanity, your adversaries, right? Your adversities, your relationship, religion, racism, money, mindset, and yourself. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Go face some things that need to be fixed. And I'll talk to you next week for another Mindset Monday. Bye-bye.